Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina and I am a medical student studying at Newcastle University, and I hope you're all doing very well. This video is a very special video because I am doing a collab with First Rate Tutors. They are a revision channel. They have a bunch of amazing revision videos for GCSE and A-level students. So this video is a collab with them where I answer a few of their questions and just help you guys to get to know me better. And if you're watching from their channel, make sure to check out my channel, Christina. And if you're watching on my channel, make sure to go check out First Rate Tutors as well. So starting off with the first question, which is, what was your journey into medical school like? And is medical school what you thought it would be? So the first bit, which is what was my journey into medical school like? My journey into medical school was fairly straightforward, to be honest. I did the fairly normal route, which is starting from A-level and then going into just the regular medicine course. I remember, like, from a very early age, I always wanted to do medicine, so I was very adamant on doing my research, making sure that I was staying up to date with all the medical news. I always tried to just stay ahead of the game and make sure that I knew everything that I could to get in first try. I talk about this a bit more in my how I got into medical school video, but yeah, I was very dedicated to getting in, and I think it paid off in the end. I'm really glad to be here now. Newcastle, which is where I study now, was my first choice, so that's amazing as well. Along the journey I did have a few hiccups, but overall it was just a massive learning curve, and I learned so much about perseverance, about just being committed on my journey into medicine, so I wouldn't have had it any other way. So on to the second part of the question, which was, is medical school what I thought it would be? And it's a bit of a yes and no. So definitely yes, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of lectures, it's a lot of studying, it's a lot of it's a lot of learning. There is a lot of content. I'm sure you guys know that is definitely the truth. I made a video about some of the myths about medical school, some of the things that you think about medical school which are true, which actually aren't. So if you're interested in that, I'll link that down below. There are some sides of medical school which I didn't expect. For example, you will be able to have a social life. It's not just learning and lectures constantly. There is time for downtime, for sure. I'd also say there's an element of independent study as well. I thought it was going to be a lot of lectures and seminars and all that stuff, but there is a lot of you do get a bit of time on the weekends and after lectures and stuff to do your own study. And if you really want to do well in your exams, I personally think you do have to do quite a bit of independent study and wider reading and stuff like that. So yeah, that's something that I didn't expect. Moving on to the second question, which is, what is your typical routine during the school year like, and how do you balance being a medical student with being a content creator and having a social life? So again, this is a bit of a two-part question. Typical routine throughout the year. So during the week, our medical school kind of sets things up where Monday and Friday are a bit more intense. You've got pretty much all day roughly lectures, anatomy, maybe a seminar, and then during the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's a lot less busy, and we might have a couple of seminars in a day, 1 or 2 hours. Sometimes we get a day off. That happens every few weeks. It's not very often that we get a day off though. And yeah, sometimes we have placement. Again, that's every 4 to 6 weeks, so not too often. But yeah, Monday and Friday is more busy, and then in the middle of the week it's less busy. I think they do that so we have time during the week to kind of catch up on things and prepare for Friday, and then obviously the weekend to catch up on Friday stuff. Yeah, I like that format. It works for me. I prefer that a lot to maybe all week super busy or really intense throughout the week. I do prefer that format. And on to the second part, how do I balance everything? So it's a bit weird because I obviously started this channel and making content and stuff. I started that in lockdown, so I didn't actually start it when I was fully at uni and stuff. So I don't know how I'm gonna juggle it yet, because obviously right now I'm not at uni. I'm moving back to uni in a week or two, so I'm definitely gonna keep you guys updated on my journey and things. But I think what I plan to do is just carry on doing what I'm doing now, which is plan my week in advance, make sure I prioritize things. So every single day I'll always allocate, from the moment I wake up to when I go to bed. I plan out what I'm doing. That includes literally things from having breakfast, getting ready, studying, editing a video, filming a video, catching up with a friend. I make sure I put every single thing in my day in my planner. So I think when it comes to going back to uni, I'll probably do a similar thing. So I'll block out all my time for when I'm at lectures and when I need to edit a video, film a video. So I'm just going to kind of continue to plan out my week and stuff. I'm making 2 or 3 videos a week at the moment. I think when I go back to uni, it'll probably be 1 a week. I might have to do, some weeks where I don't post at all if exams are coming up and stuff. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'll juggle things, but I think yeah, when I'm at uni, I'll just carry on with what I'm doing now, planning out my week in advance, seeing friends on the side and stuff, and yeah, posting a lot less. I really do enjoy making videos though. It's a lot more fun than I thought it was. When I started my blog and I thought maybe I should start a YouTube channel, I thought that the YouTube was going to be something on the side that I didn't enjoy as much, but I really do enjoy making videos as well as making blog posts and writing and stuff. So I definitely want to keep up with it. I think it's just, I need to figure out how I'm going to manage my time. So the next question is, there are many people who want to get into medical school. What tips can you offer to help them secure places in the leading UK universities? This is a fantastic question because it's so true. There are a lot of people in the UK who want to get into medicine. Medicine, I think, is one of, if not the most competitive course. So some of my top tips for you guys are to absolutely, number one, do your research. That is like the number one thing. Applying to medical school and getting in is you have to be strategic in a way. You can't kind of look at, oh, Cambridge looks great, I want to apply there. You have to kind of find out what the entry requirements are, find out whether or not there's any schemes to help you get in. For example, do you have a postcode which qualifies? Do you have parents who haven't gone to university? Do as much research as you can for your situation and the different universities that you want to go to. Find out if they have any schemes, find out what entry requirements you need, find out you know, if your school can help in any way. Just other things you want to research or Google or just find out are, you know, how can you make your application stand out? What entrance exams do you need to do? Because some unis require the UCAT, others require the BMAT, so that's worth looking into. If I'm being completely honest, guys, I think this is the main reason why I got in first try, because I made sure to research absolutely everything. I wanted to leave no stone unturned. I just wanted to find out like the ins and outs of the admissions process to make sure that I knew absolutely everything. And I think this definitely helps you. If you know everything there is about entry requirements, then you've got a really high chance of getting in. And I still think this is the case. I don't think things have changed from when I've applied to the next few years coming up when applicants are going to be applying through UCAS. I definitely think making sure you do as much research as you can will help you guys. Some great websites to make sure that you know absolutely everything there is about applying to medicine are places like the Student Room, the Medic Portal, lots of amazing YouTubers on YouTube, obviously. So yeah, I'd say keep up to date with the Medic Portal. They have pretty much everything you need to know on their website, and the Student Room as well. This is where other students will be talking about their interviews, their applications and stuff, and I think it's good to kind of keep in contact with them to just stay up to date and stuff. Besides that, I would say just to keep as confident as you can. Applying to medicine, there are going to be multiple times along your journey where people in your class have gotten interviews or they've gotten offers and you haven't. There are just going to be so many points along the way where you feel like you're going to lose hope and there's no chance for me to get in, there's no way I can do it, why did I think I could apply? You just have to believe in yourself. There's people who apply 3, 4, if not 5 times to medicine and still get in. Basically, just don't give up. Like, if this is something that you really want and you have faith in yourself, you can absolutely do it. If things don't go so well, for example, for me, I wanted to go to Newcastle and they typically need a really high UCAT for you to get an interview. And I remember when I got my UCAT, it was quite low and I was literally heartbroken because I was like, this is my dream uni. I really wanted to go to Newcastle, and when I got my score, I literally thought like, oh, it's all over, I can't get in. I was like crying in the car with my mum, but things work out. I'm here at Newcastle now, guys, so please just don't give up. Believe in yourself. I know it's easier said than done because I'm sat here as a medical student and you're maybe watching and you're not at this point yet, but you definitely will get there. Just, it takes time and belief. Another thing is, you do not want to compare yourself to anyone else. I think there's a quote that says, comparison is the thief of joy. That is absolutely true. When you're applying to medicine, just focus on your own application, focus on your stats, your GCSEs, your UCAT. Don't look at anyone else. Yes, it's easy to look, oh, someone else didn't do as good, that means, you know, I've got a higher chance, or someone else did really well, that means I'm not going to get in. It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing, just focus on your situation, your application. I hope you guys liked that little bit of inspiration, but you absolutely definitely can get in. You've talked in another video about social anxiety. Are you an introvert that sometimes struggles with social anxiety, and how do you deal with it? I definitely say I'm an introvert for sure. I feel like if you open up the dictionary and you turn to introvert, I literally feel like my picture is going to be there, because I'm someone that loves my own company. I love being on my own. I'm a big fan of like reading, binge watching YouTube videos. I just love being on my own. I definitely enjoy my own company. And yeah, I mean, definitely social anxiety is something that I struggled with. You know, as mentioned in the question, I made a video about this. I'm thinking of doing another one, to be honest, because I've kind of like thought of new things to mention about how I'm coping with social anxiety and stuff. But in terms of what helps me, some of the things that really helped me was going to counselling. I know that this isn't available to everyone, but just talking to a friend about it honestly goes a long way. There's a quote that says, a problem shared is a problem halved. That is so true. I know you think that, you know, I've had to think about the problem, I'm trying to solve it on my own, but when you share it to someone, get their input, get their advice, it makes such a huge difference. And of course guys, so if you're like really struggling, please reach out to your GP. Just please mention it to someone, a friend, a colleague, like please share it with someone. It's never, you know, okay to suffer in silence. Another thing that really helped me was journaling, pretty much just keeping a diary about how I feel, what's happened to me, you know, just my thoughts and feelings really. It's nothing big, but it makes such a huge difference. It literally feels like an emotional release of how you feel and all your worries and stuff. So that's something I'd recommend to you guys as well. And this is a bit of a weird one, but another thing that really helps me like massively is just keeping present and not worrying about the past and forgetting about the future. So I feel like I'm quoting constantly, but there's this amazing quote that says, if you're depressed, you're living in the past. If you're anxious, you're living in the future. And if you're happy, you're living in the present. Which I think is so true. Like, because if you think about it, if you're really sad and down, it's probably because you're thinking about all the horrible things that happened to you back in the day. And then if you're like nervous and anxious, you're worrying about what's coming up. But really, like, forget about both of those things, just focus on what's happening right now. That really helped me. I think a good way to practice being present and stuff like that is to practice mindfulness. So just like meditating every day, forgetting about like all your jobs to do, all the stressful things that you've got going on, and just taking 10-15 minutes to just breathe deeply and like focus on what's happening right now. That really helps me. And another couple of things which help me, I'd say, are things like repeating positive affirmations, things like I am valuable, I am a good person, you know, I am beautiful, just positive things which just kind of remind you that like all those negative things in your head, you aren't those things, you're these positive things. And just, I think once you tell yourself them over and over again, you actually start to believe them. That really helped me. And what else has really helped? I'd say reading self-help books. So reading books about how to improve yourself, become a better person, just improve yourself really, like self-improvement stuff. That really helps me as well. I talk about that a lot on my blog, not so much on my YouTube channel because I know that not everyone's into that kind of thing. But yeah, those are some of the things that really helped me. So speaking about my problems, sharing them with other people, counselling, that really helped. Focusing on the present, forgetting about the past and the future, just focusing on the now, that really helped. Journaling massively, positive affirmations, and then self-help books. Those are all the things that really helped me. I will be honest though, it's really easy to kind of improve your social anxiety when you're not actually being social. Like, obviously past few months have been a bit different to how life normally is because everyone's been at home, and that's the same for me. But so I am kind of worried about when I do go back to uni, when I'm going to be more social and in social environments, will all the things that I've learned will I still be able to do them? Will I still be able to keep up with them? Or will my mental health struggle a bit more? That is something that I'm kind of nervous about, if I'm being completely honest. But I think that when I do go to uni, hopefully all the things I've learned I'll be able to still hold on to and practice and stuff. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on that. And last but not least, I really enjoyed this video. What is your top productivity hack that you think all students should consider in their study routine? So I would say I've got two actually. One of them is quite boring, but taking breaks, honestly guys, don't underestimate taking breaks. Like, whenever I take a break, it has to be the right amount of time. It has to be quite short, like enough time to stretch, have a sip of water, like get up out of your seat and stuff, and then get back to work. Honestly, I feel so much more refreshed because you're not cramped, sat down the whole time. Taking breaks for me is like a massive like hack. I know it's not like a big deal for everyone, but that really works for me. Another one would be to there's this app, it's amazing, it's called Stay Focused, and pretty much if you're addicted to TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that, you can go on this app and tell it that you know what, I don't want to use TikTok for more than 10 minutes every day, and once you hit 10 minutes on TikTok, it will lock you out of the app. It means that you won't waste too much time on these apps that aren't as helpful for you and stopping you from studying. So if you're someone addicted to like apps like that, I'd highly recommend Stay Focused. So that is it for this video. I really hope you guys liked this video, a bit of a different one, but I really enjoyed answering these questions from First Rate Tutors. Make sure to check out their channel. I'll have it linked down in the description box below. They have amazing revision videos for you guys who are studying for your GCSEs and A-levels. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye. I hope that doesn't upset. I hope you guys like that little bit. I hope you guys liked that little bit.